Okay, let's do try to. Today I was studying in Ephesians chapter 6, where Paul breaks down the armor of God. And when I was studying, really, it wasn't really where I was studying to begin with. But God kind of gave me an illumination today, kind of brought something to light. And so I wanted to kind of break it down to you guys and give you what God gave me. Today I'm wearing new shoes, but I live in the country, and so I've got on a pair of tennis shoes that are bright white in the country. And of course, just like with any shoe that you buy in the country, it's going to get mud on it. And so what I noticed is that obviously I have some dirt on my shoe, and immediately my thought is I need to clean my shoe because, you know, it's white and it's beautiful and I don't want to have dirty shoes. But then I look at Ephesians 6 and I see where part of the armor of God that we kind of ignore, the shoes, are called the shoes of the gospel of peace. You're supposed to shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. So you're supposed to be prepared with the gospel. Anywhere you go, your feet should be shod with that. That means that you should have the shoes of the gospel of peace. And when you go somewhere, the gospel of peace should be what is between you and the ground you walk on. Everything you do should be covered with the gospel of peace. And I looked at my shoe and I realized that if we are walking around with the gospel of peace on our feet, the preparation of the gospel, that it should be that our shoes will be dirty because we're wearing them all the time, everywhere we go. We are to keep those on and be prepared for those times when maybe peace is not the first thing that comes to mind, if that makes any sense. And here's the thing. We want to have the gospel of peace. That means that no matter what is going on in our lives and how things happen to us, or maybe even we've done something to someone else, we should be wearing the shoes. We should be having our feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. And that means that in any situation, we should be prepared to lean on the gospel for peace. And that everywhere we go, we should bring peace with us. If there's strife and frustration and anger, and it could be in a marriage, it could be in anything, we should be able to bring peace to that situation with the gospel. And that should always be what carries us into different situations. It's not easy. I mean, Christianity is not as simple as we like to make it. And this is part of it not being simple. If you are really following in Christ, then the very feet you walk on should be covered in the gospel of peace. What are you living like today and the things that are going on around you? Do you make peace or do you make turmoil? Do you carry turmoil with you, or do you carry peace? I'm looking at myself as much as anyone else with this because sometimes I'm not the one that brings the peace, and my feet are not always shod with the gospel of peace. And because of that, I have to go back and I have to get on my face and ask forgiveness, and I have to treat a brother better than I treat myself. Does that make sense? I like how I'm asking everyone a question. Anyhow, that's what God gave me this morning, guys. God bless y'all. Love y'all.